What's up, y'all? This is part two to that. I don't know what I'm gonna call it. I may call it negative thoughts or depressed days, whatever the title may be. But this is part two to the original video that I already made or just got done making. Pretty much, what I have wanted to add on to that is, two things. One, when people, looking at you, or if you're afraid to look at other people, or eye contact, whatever the case may be, or if you ask for help and you genuinely ask for help, and once you get that help, you don't know how to receive it, or no, that wasn't. Yeah, I guess we could talk about that a little bit. In that aspect, you kind of just got to take it with a grain of salt and just go for it, because those are those uncomfortable things that you have to go. Those are those uncomfortable things that you have to go through in order for you to elevate and grow from your current situation. Because everything's a milestone. It's like a hard ass game where there's no cheat codes, and you can't go on to the next part until you defeat this big villain or whatever it is. And it may seem hard, but then you'll get it, and then once you get it, you feel relieved. But don't get comfortable yet, because you got another big villain on that next level. But those are some of those things that you just got to take with a grain of salt and just do it. And once you do it, you're going to feel a little weird at first, but you're going to be happy that it's done, because it's out the way. You can breathe. That's something that's no longer on you, attached to you, that you just get rid of type shit. So do those uncomfortable moments where you grow, because if you're comfortable, you should never be comfortable. It's cool to be comfortable, but you should never always be in a state of comfort, because you're going to get hit when you least expect it, and you only need, that's another video within itself. But the main reason why I came on to this was, regardless of what insecurities you may have, or what people may have said about you that have brought you down at a lower level, whether that's from when you was young and you didn't know how to decipher that, because you get told through school, religion, and parents, and church, and all that other bullshit, that you're supposed to be this way, life's supposed to be this way. So you start thinking, what are you wrong? What the fuck did you do? That makes you different, or whatever the case may be. But all in all, that's not that. Everybody have their own purpose, and when it's come time for them to understand certain knowledge and information, they'll be able to decipher and choose to what they want to believe and what they don't want to believe. But in that instance, don't let what other people say negatively, or that may decipher from your own beliefs, affect you. Take it with a grain of salt, take what you want to learn from it, and just go. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, there's nothing one word can bring you down, especially if you're a little bit older, or if you heard it all. You don't heard it all to the point that that ain't gonna phase me no more. You know what I'm saying? Small stuff like that. And once you grow and you become more knowledge of your awareness with certain things, you add the values to what affects you and what don't affect you. So if you have a certain reaction to things that that you may not like, you the one who chose to have that reaction, because you decide to give energy towards that. So just fuck it, whatever somebody say. They may call you ugly, fat, as long as you know that you're not ugly and that you're fat. And even if you is ugly and fucking fat, take that. You know what I'm saying? Because there's nothing that you can't, well, no, there's certain things that you can change, but on a natural sense, you should be grateful and embrace for what you got. Because if you believe in God, or whatever your belief is, God or the universe created you in that particular way that you have to be. You're uniquely independent for your own self. You shouldn't be getting all these collagens, breasts, and all that just because somebody said this in 5th grade, and now you want to please all these other motherfuckers. No, be grateful for what you got. If your teeth fucked up, get it straight. You know what I'm saying? You got to put fake teeth in your mouth or get goals, unless you've had fucked up hygiene all your life. Then you have to do, other procedures. You know what I'm saying? If you're not comfortable with your weight, go to the gym. Change your eating habits. It's actually you lose more weight changing what you eat versus going to the gym. You know what I'm saying? Because if you're working out all day and you still eating fucked up shit, what the fuck is you working out for? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, and even if you don't want to change that, whether you lazy or you just like being what you being, if somebody says something to you, then it shouldn't even be a matter, because you already accepted that about yourself. That shouldn't hurt you. You know what I'm saying? Even if you may lack in a certain department from another person, you are specifically designed that works just for you. Stop equating your attributes to other people, you know, abilities. You know, everybody's different. You know, what they may have more in, they have less in another department that you have more in. You know, that's why we all differently, so we can uniquely come together for one cause. You know what I'm saying? We got to figure out that one cause once we find out what is our unique talent first. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, you know, don't give those people your energy, you know, because, you know, they expect those reactions from you, and you flip that back on them by, you know, not giving them the satisfaction that they want. Now they look stupid, and now they pretty much wasted their time getting something out of you when you didn't even bother. You not even bothered at that at all. You just know you not have another hate in your corner that's giving you their energy for free. So, you know, take that and convert it to something positive. You know, work so hard that you now get into your best self, that now the next time this hater see you got something to say, they're not hated and jealous even more, because, you know, that shit that affected you, that most likely affected them, that's why they doing it, because 9 times out of 10 that's how they know it works. You know what I'm saying? Now they're even more mad because you took their energy that they thought was going to bring you down, you brought yourself up, and now they down. You know what I'm saying? So that's how that shit should work. And another thing is, when you are down in depression, you have your days, you know what I'm saying? Also, you know, drugs and alcohol, you know, those things can cope with you. You know, and the weed is not a gateway drug, by the way. People just don't start smoking weed and then get the heroin the next week. That's unrealistic. That's their own choice, or their own little pains, or whatever they got going through in their own environment that they have to answer and decipher for themselves. But all in all, let me take this fucking seatbelt off. All in all, you know what I'm saying, I don't necessarily drink. It's not nasty. I mean, sneaking in liquor cabinets, you know, while parents be gone or whatever, for the longest. So, you know what I'm saying, those little strong tasting alcohols, kind of used to it. It just don't hurt. It's just, I mean, it's just not an acquired taste. That's just not something I wake up and drink every day. But like, if I'm in a mood, if I'm trying to party or whatever, you know, I might take a drink or two. But smoking, that's more my alley. I've been smoking since like 11th grade. And ever since I started, I haven't been able to stop, you know what I'm saying? You know, at first I convinced myself that, you know, I smoke for fun, and, you know, this is all for shits and giggles, you know what I'm saying, just turn up, which actually at first it was. But then once you start to continue to do it, it starts to become habitual. Now it's come to the point where the weed controls you, and you know what I'm saying, you can't control it. And that's going to be another video within itself. We're not going to go too in depth about it, but you know, I still smoke it for fun, because, you know, by being alone or shit, what else you gonna fucking do? I mean, I can, you know, get out, go to the park, meet some new people, but, you know, do that whenever I feel comfortable, or, you know, that's gonna come within itself. But, you know, you still smoke the weed or whatever, then you get to the point where you hooked on the shit, and you can't function without it. Because I know I can go days where I don't eat and I don't sleep, but as long as I have a blunt, I'm gonna be straight. I can keep going for a couple of more hours. Whereas if I don't have a blunt, cranky, moody, irritable, any smallest thing can set me the fuck off, or whatever the case may be. But, you know, I've grown old and I learned how to control that a little bit more, a little bit better, and in different ways that I can. But that's another thing, you know, abuse of the drugs. Now, there's nothing wrong with drugs and liquor at all, you know what I'm saying? Everybody want to turn up, have fun, and escape, you know, reality every now and then. But once you come to a point where no return, to where you become dependent on it, that's when pain and liquor and trauma doesn't mix, and weed and all that, because, you know, you become hooked to it. The next thing you know, this shit becomes a bill, unless you know, you find another way to produce it yourself, where it becomes, you know, influential for you. But then at that point, it becomes an even more bigger habit than, you know, when you need to nip it in the bud where it's small now. So, you know, that's just one of those things. I do smoke, you know, just to, not ease the pain or whatever, but, you know, I guess, you know, to somebody who don't understand or who don't smoke, they would see me as radical, or, you know, escaping reality and not dealing with what I got to deal with my actuality. If you look at it from my point of view, it actually helps me get to where I needs to be, and, you know, break through these different barriers, or whatever the case may be. You know, you just have to have a certain tolerance and, you know, certain discipline for it and all, because, you know, you don't want nothing or nobody to control you. You want to control it. So from that particular standpoint, nothing's gonna stop me from smoking weed, and I'm still gonna smoke my weed. But then, you know, whenever I feel sad, instead of, you know, going straight to a blunt, you know, just for that little 2-4 hours, I'm gonna be high and then down bad, gotta roll up again, you know, deal with that head on, you know what I'm saying? You know, tackle those problems, issues first, then smoke that weed as a celebratory milestone. Okay, I made it here, so now I can celebrate with this blunt, versus escaping and running straight to it. That doesn't help. You know, you don't get no progress with that. And, you know, as me being human, you know, I'm still working through that as myself, you know, trying to tone that down, you know, balance that out, you know, find other efficient ways to where it doesn't become a bill for me, but, you know, also don't use that as an crutch and as an excuse, not necessarily excuse, but as a hiding point and as a getaway and incentive for me to run away from all my pains. Because like I said, that's life totality, yin and yang, positive, negative. You have to deal with both. The more you keep running from it, it's gonna catch up to you. It's faster than you, but it can't hurt you because you the one in control in it. You got the more strength, you got the power. So, you know, running from it ain't gonna help nothing. But so you stand face up to it, face your fears and get it over with, it's gonna be better. And then you can smoke that blunt and you get back to the first agenda, to where it's where you having fun, you turn up, you living free, because nobody in the world can tell you what the fuck you can do or can control you. I mean, they can, but to a certain extent. Versus getting it to the point where you just running, you scared, and you just down, and then you smoke it, go to sleep. Especially if it's an indica, your ass gonna eat, go to sleep, wake up, then you got back to the shitty job, back to your nagging ass girlfriend, back to your you know, fucked up parents if you have them or whatever the case, or, you know, envious, jealous friends, you know, that's about to stab you in the back or quick to snitch and throw you under the fucking bus so they can get up, you know, someone who never was really on your side but always want something from you. Keep in mind, stay away from them motherfuckers that always want something but never have nothing to give in return. You know what I'm saying? Those are energy vouchers or vultures. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? That's the end of this video. I didn't want to make it too quick, but you know, stay positive, stay light. You know, shit, I can also say stay negative too, because you wouldn't be a human without it. You know what I'm saying? But you know, just stay you, stay true to you, and you know, decipher. You know, do what you got to do, and you know. Love all, but you know, most importantly, love yourself, because you can't love another entity until you once know and love yourself first. So, you know, do that first, you know, accept the flaws, you know, even if you got a big ass head, stink breath can be fixed, and which I hope everybody fixed that, you know what I'm saying? If you don't have the best titties or the fattest ass or the biggest dick or whatever the case may be, you know, deal with that, you know what I'm saying? Naturally, you know what I'm saying? Because the more you go out, now I'm prolonging the fucking video, but the more you go out and, you know, getting these collagen injections and these ass lifts and big pumps or wherever the fuck you can do to enlarge your penis, you know what I'm saying, you running from your natural self and you start attracting all these fake energies and fake motherfuckers that only like you for what you have now versus from what you originally have. You're an organic being. Embrace the good things that you have, and trust me, once you start thinking positive about it, you're gonna start looking at it in the better light and be like, hey, it's not that small, or hey, it's not that fat, or no, I'm lying. Wait, what is it? Hey, it's not that small, you know, get the gist. Or, you know, hey, maybe I don't want no big ass titties, you know, these look more natural, it doesn't hurt my back as much, or, you know, I don't care about these Instagram likes and attention because it's all fake and it's flawed, versus something that's going to come to you naturally and genuinely. You know, everybody get hooked to this whole social media lights off of likes and shit, but then after they put the camera down, that's just it. They still got their own woes and things that they had to deal with because they ran from their natural self when they put that fake shit on their body. So just because they got it all good on camera don't mean they got it all good in the inside. So fix your inside and your outside gonna naturally grow and glow and be radiant, you know what I'm saying? But peace, love, and light. Stay true to yourself, stay positive and negative, you know, because sometimes you gotta fuck a motherfucker up. But that's not for this video. Yeah, stay to yourself, and you know, we on to the next, baby.